Now, your ABC 7 First Alert Weather Forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
So we have a 75-degree temperature right now. Dew point value coming in at 74. Obviously, there's no sun out there. That icon is being misrepresented. But we do have a fairly clear sky. A little bit of leftover debris cloud around from some earlier showers overnight. And an east wind, well established, will continue on through the afternoon. That east wind will eventually collide with our sea breeze front and bring us increasing chances of afternoon rain once the sea breeze gets going. Until then, our rain chances are minimal, so I don't think we'll have a big problem with any kind of rain showers at the school buses or any kind of problems with your morning commute. Should be pretty dry roads out there until we get till about 3 o'clock. That's when we'll start to see the showers building east of the interstate. They'll be coming up at you from the southeast, drifting off to the northwest. We'll look for that rain chance to start to decrease as we get into 7, 8, 9 o'clock. We'll watch it drop down to probably about 10% or so. There are the showers yesterday, building inland, moving out into Gulf waters as they lifted off toward Pinellas County and Hillsborough County. The same sort of situation again this afternoon. You did see some pops of lightning out there, and indeed they are some thunderstorm activity, but it's well out in Gulf waters. But it is producing a kind of a beautiful little light show if you're along the coastline and looking out to the southwest. So we have across our region quiet conditions, nothing happening in terms of weather that could cause your commute to be delayed. High pressure, our dominant weather feature out in the Atlantic, continues to bring us a southeasterly wind flow. Now, I think today we'll probably see a few more showers around in the afternoon. It won't be a big deal, but there will be maybe an additional 10% shower activity. Thunderstorms building along the sea breeze front with the collision between our sea breeze and that easterly wind, creating the uplift necessary to produce those showers. They'll drift off again to the northwest. So, wind conditions are going to be out of the east again today. We'll have fewer weekend showers around, I think, as a little bit of drier air moves in from the Atlantic side. And we'll look for the west wind pattern that we had earlier on this week that actually could exasperate perhaps a little bit the amount of red tide toxin in the air. That could return as early as Tuesday of next week as high pressure again builds a little bit further to our south and encourages that west wind flow. Futurecast shows quiet conditions across the area this morning, followed by afternoon rain showers building on the sea breeze front. And I think that's a pretty accurate depiction. Maybe they will linger a little bit longer into the evening hours, probably till around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and then kind of dissipate. I don't think we'll see much in the way of rainfall tomorrow morning. So Ernesto remains pretty much unchanged, a 40-mile-an-hour storm. It has about another 12 to 24 hours left to intensify or strengthen in some degree, and then it'll lift off to the northeast. It'll probably lose its tropical characteristics, and then it'll head up toward, most likely, up toward the Great Britain area, maybe Ireland impacted with some 40-mile-an-hour gale winds as it kind of morphs with a frontal boundary that will be located there. Red tide status kind of looks like this. We'll have a general wind coming in off Gulf waters. We'll have it looks like some increased amounts of red tide toxin in the air, according to the spotters who have their noses in the air out there, especially on our northern beaches. So we look for a southeast wind coming in at about 10 knots, and the forecast calling for daytime highs today about 91 or so. Same thing again tomorrow. A little bit less rain chance as we head into Saturday and Sunday, and then rain chances return as we head into next week.